Perry and Eddie Alvarez got in a fight? Well, Eddie Alvarez's crew jumped jumped Mike Perry. This isn't funny. I don't mean to laugh, but Perry doesn't care. I spoke to Perry. He doesn't care. So this whole thing was interesting because it's just very hard to look at what happened and then imagine that a fight didn't break out. So Eddie's son, all right, is with his girlfriend. I can't believe Eddie's son is all grown up, by the way. I knew him when he was born. Eddie and I were in Bodog together. I remember Eddie carrying him in his arms. He was just a baby of this escalator around 2006. At any rate, so Eddie's son is with his girlfriend. Now, don't forget, Eddie and Mike Perry fought in bare knuckle. They're at a bare knuckle event. So Perry's drinking. This is Perry's version. And the girlfriend says something to Perry. And Perry says something back to the girlfriend. So the son says, don't talk to her. And Perry says, hey, man, there's going to be guys that talk to her. I'm talking to her. I'm not talking to you. Something like this, that's very provocative. That's an aggressive stance, right? Any guy, if you tell him you can't talk to the girl, I mean, it just is a thing. If you then go and you talk to the girl, what, what's Mike Perry supposed to do? What's he supposed to do? The whole thing's a mess. So Eddie doesn't know what's going on, is my guess. I was just imagining that Eddie couldn't actually hear, but he sees. So now he comes over. Well, Eddie's wife's there, so now Mama Bear comes over. I mean, it's just like, there's not many ways that this isn't going to escalate, and it did. So I don't know how Perry went down. Perry was either pushed and then that made him like slip. Like when he went down, it wasn't because of some aggressive manner that somebody else did. He either got like pushed and kind of slipped, or he took a step and he slipped. Like something happened and he goes down, but when he does, they just swarm him. Oh my goodness. Like, this would be a lawsuit and this would be a whole thing if it was anybody but Mike Perry. Because Mike Perry would follow the golden rule of life of treat somebody else the way that you want to be treated. And he knows full well that he might have done the exact same thing if he was in the spot of Eddie, Mama Bear, when the two cubs are there. And by the way, it wasn't just the four of them. It turned out like they had a group. I mean, this is a mess of punches being thrown at a down Mike Perry. And they must have been doing like body shots or like, kicking him in the ass type thing or something. Because when I spoke to Perry, I made him a video. He made me a video back. And he just looked fine, is all I'm saying. Like, they didn't go beat up Mike Perry, even though they jumped and beat up Mike Perry. It's It's one of the crazier things that happened over the weekend. And I spoke to Perry. He's fine. He's not mad at Eddie. I don't even think he's mad at Eddie Jr. I don't think Perry was mad at the whole thing. Perry said, I was drinking. We're at a fight. We chose to join in the festivities.